Hello.
Hi.
I'm actually a guest here. This is the first time I actually came
Welcome.
to this church.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay, so my name is Cameron Calloway.
Hi, Cameron.
What kind of question can I exactly ask?
You can ask anything.
Anything. Okay.
Skeptics are welcome.
All right. All right. So I have a biology class.
You're probably going to be over my head, but let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, every time I go there, it's having me question, my religion every time I get there, because he keeps telling me things like evolution, how they've been testing on genetics and all that. What am I supposed to do? Is that true that evolution, because he told me there's facts and evidence for that. So am I supposed to
Great
just
question.
throw it out the window?
Great question. You know what? This may shock some people, so hold on to your seats. No, you don't have to question all of that. Let me say to you this, and we'll talk some about it next week. I personally believe that God created all things and did it in more of an instantaneous manner, but there is a way to read Genesis that would actually state, and many Christians believe in something called theistic evolution, which means that God got it started, but then allowed the evolutionary process to take place. And I will say to you, without throwing stones at me right now, that there are ways that that's consistent with the book of Genesis. It's okay. Here's what I would say to you, and I would say this to any young person in the room. The main reason that we follow Jesus is what I just mentioned today. It's the resurrection, the evidence of a provable fact. Let's not lose our faith over whether creation happened in 6 days, took millions of years, billions of years, whether God did it instantaneously or God did it through evolutionary process. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so you don't have to lose your faith over it. You don't. What you do is you just continue to listen, and then you continue to study and look at the evidence that you have before you. But you don't have to toss out faith because of evolution. We don't. Because if we do, when we tell this to our young people, when our young people go like Cameron to class, you want to know what 90% of them is going to happen to them? Many of them are not going to be like Cameron and question. They're just all of a sudden they're going to go, if that's a fact, then my faith is a lie. And that's what's happening. And by the way, most preachers couldn't stand in a church and do what I just did.
It's true.
Because it will make people mad. But we have got, church, we've got to be able to look at these things and ask these kind of questions. Thank you. Great question.
Great question, Cameron.